I love talking to everyone at work, even in different departments, because they've just got years of experience. And even if it's nothing related to what I do as a job, I just want to hear all of their experiences. And it's very inspiring talking to everyone.
I'm Fraser. I'm a shore-serve heating engineer apprentice.
Hi, my name is Guy Robinson and I am an engineering technician apprentice for Through Half Trainers.
Hi, my name is Ellie and I'm a level 4 software apprentice, and we're here to talk about our experiences as apprentices.
So what was it like for your first day of work?
I was quite daunted. It's a big building and you know that the people inside, well, they're all adults, they've been there for many years, they've got that team dynamic, and you know that you're kind of adding yourself in there and you're not sure where your place is. And I've not been in that kind of professional environment before. Yeah, I was really nervous. I was really excited to start the apprenticeship itself, like the opportunities. I was so excited, but that first day I had no idea what to expect. So yeah, walking in there, I mean, they were all friendly, and I felt immediately at ease. You go through all of your health and safety and kind of introduction into the company, and then when you actually get sat and working, they know exactly what they want you to do and how to introduce you into the team. So it was easy to get settled, I found.
For me personally, I arrived in my car in a big car park and I'm looking around these massive warehouses, large office. And I was sort of sat there and it was a bit of both for me. I was daunted because like finally got that big boy job, but at the same time it's like I'm gonna be so out of place. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
everyone's problem. And I didn't want to. I wanted to be able to fit in straight away, but of course that's the whole point, that you won't be able to do that because that whole point is you're inexperienced. You're an apprentice. You're learning. You go there to understand, and you go there to train and learn as much as you can. So yes, I was a bit scared of like I've got to make a name for myself basically, and create a good image of who I am. Especially as I'm going to be working there for the next few years, you don't want to think I'm a horrible person. But at the same time, I was very excited because, as I mentioned, I was really fed up of being in a classroom. I wanted to get on.
but I do think they're quite forgiving for mistakes or questions. Like, they want you to ask questions and they know that you're new and you're inexperienced, and that's what they want. They want you to get involved. So I asked a lot of questions, and there's no such thing as a dumb question. That's exactly what they're expecting, because you don't know everything, and that's kind of the point, is they're there to teach you.
I mean, my first day, all I got told was go to a certain place and there's going to be a person there that you're going to meet up with and you're going to spend the day with him. And that is not a lot of instruction at all. You don't know what you're going into. You don't know anything. I just jump into a van with some guy I've never met before, but they're lovely. You think of like an engineer or something, you might think, oh, it's a bit daunting or whatever. But it was really good first day. Like, I asked a lot of questions, probably annoyed him a bit, but then you know, I don't know how I'm going to learn if not. So my first day was very nerve-wracking, but it's what I wanted to do. It was a glimpse of the future, and that's what's kept me here so far. I can't wait to get started.
I agree with you on the glimpse to the future there, because of the role I was given, but as a trainee process manager, that they call it. So hearing the word manager, it's like gives your ears a prick. I mean, at the time when I very first started, I've only just turned 19, so I got to 18 years old and I'm already going to be a manager. This is nuts, and this is definitely, I feel like I shouldn't be here. But of course, you're not straight away at any role. You're not immediately with that same name that you're going to end up with in however many years' time. You're an apprentice is the bottom line. You are unexperienced is what you should be labelled as, not as a discriminating way, but to give you your own benefits. Because if you class yourself, oh yeah, I'm the process manager, I'm the big wig, then when you make a mistake, it's going to be right, well, now you're classing yourself as up here, but your knowledge is still down here. So if you just said you're still down here, you give that self your basis, you can make them steps and work your way up rather than, again, it leads back into, like I said, the making a name for yourself. If you make it known that I know not much, but I am incredibly willing to become something that will be very useful to you in the next few weeks, then they'll be a lot more encouraged and they'll find a lot of benefits for themselves as well. Because if they're a one-man band in their area, then just an extra set of hands not only makes the day go quicker because you've got that someone to talk to, even makes the job quite, well, it's just more efficient really, because you've got now 4 hands on the job making it work.
It's the effort they want. They want to see you excited and willing to try and make mistakes and ask the questions. They don't care if you get it right first time. They want to see you try, because that's really what being an apprentice is about. What sort of thing do you do like day to day?
So day to day, in the morning, we get a list of jobs on our PDA system, and it'll tell us what we're doing, whether that's 8 services throughout the day, or whether it's a series of repairs that we're doing on boilers and all that. And it'll vary throughout the day depending on the jobs that are coming in, because people are ringing in which are emergencies, and you know, they sort of take priority. So then we might get changed onto that to go to that, no heat or hot water, something like that.
Do you find that your job is a little different because you're an apprentice? Do you get more like support?
I definitely know a lot less, of course, because I've not had these years of experience. So you'll end up finding that I'll take a job that I'm doing at the minute to someone that's clearly more qualified than me and gone, look, I'm clearly doing this wrong. Can you walk me through it? So I haven't got to keep coming and bugging you, but I can also learn for myself, because they can do it with their eyes closed without thinking they've been doing it for years. But I've probably never seen that piece of material, or I've never done that job before. So once, if I've been taught it right the first time, I can do it for myself and potentially teach a younger apprentice how to do it for themselves as well.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah, as my day to day, I just program. If I'm in a project and a contract, we have specific goals. Our website needs to look like this by this part of the timeline. So we'll have the different tasks that we need to do. All of the different features are broken down. So I tend to ask for specific tasks that I need for my apprenticeship. Oh, I know this is on my syllabus. I want to give this a go, even if it's not something that I've touched before. I want to get stuck in, I want to learn. And I suppose, unlike you two who are a lot more physical, I have to do a lot more research and look into it myself, because, I mean, people teach themselves how to program. You don't necessarily need a job to learn. So all of the resources are on the internet. So I am very good at asking questions, because there are parts of it that if you haven't considered, you don't know what to research. But I think the difference between me and you guys is I have to research and just try and like use my initiative in that sense.
But within our roles, especially being, like you said, more practical, there is an element of you've got to try it to learn it for yourself. So of course, we probably end up using a lot of manual tools within our work. So it's all right somebody showing you that, but at the same time, the feel of it in your hand, if you will, and the way it operates, the way it works, if you can feel something's wrong, it's making a certain noise that isn't what it usually does. You can only learn that by having it in your hand yourself and doing it for yourself.
In our job especially, there's a sequence in which you do things, and it's all dependent on the person. So I'll do something a different way to the way the engineer I've been learning with. It's just how we do it. It's through doing that hands-on, feeling that part, doing that thing, and you can only do that. You can't do it in a classroom. It's impossible. You can't learn it on a piece of paper. You've got to be in there and feel it for yourself, and that's the only way that I've found that I can learn in this job. Like, I can't sit back and watch someone. Do you know what I mean? So.
Do you guys go to college a lot?
I do 1 day a week at college
Yeah, same.
from 9 till 4:30. That can sometimes be flexible, Certain lessons may take longer or might run a bit longer. So yes, it limits how much the next class is, but at the same time, if we've taken more on that, we clearly needed more time on that. So I'm still getting my accurate amount of learning and I'm not falling behind.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like all classroom, or do you do stuff in like the workshop?
For me, at the minute as an apprentice, when I did my first T-level engineering course, there was an element of practical, but certainly in this first year for my HNC at the moment as an apprentice, it is all theory work because I'm doing my 4 days of work. They sort of see that as the even balance, as I work 4 days a week with my practical tools in a workshop with actual engineers, and then I'll do my 1 day a week on a Wednesday at college where I'll learn what I need to know, if you will, before you go in and do these things. I know for me, going to work, of course, you're probably going to end up working with people that are of an older age. So with that, I grew up around people not so much my age. I was always around my parents' friends, which were obviously not my age. So I think that alone helped me mature rather quickly in my younger years, but it also helped me with my sociability for when I joined the workforce, because now I can have a conversation with a fully grown adult as well as being one now, and I can keep the conversation going rather than feeling like I have nothing in common with them, so I can't carry on the conversation. But now being an apprentice as well, I can even talk about the job.
I love talking to everyone at work, even in different departments, because they've just got years of experience. And even if it's nothing related to what I do as a job, I just want to hear all of their experiences. And it's very inspiring talking to everyone. I don't know if you.
I mean, for me, it's both. I'm with an engineer, so it's one-on-one with an engineer when we're in the van and all that, and I'm working with them on site and that. But it's also, we're working with customers, so it's talking to them customers, telling them what's going on, what I'm doing, and all that, and making them feel comfortable about the situation, because if something's gone wrong, they want to be reassured that it's all going to be sorted in that. And you do gain confidence doing all this, because I don't know, you do it every day, so it's a really, really good confidence builder, I think.
I bet you meet a lot of different people.
Yeah, all walks of life really, from people that have been in the army, a lot of them, to people that are less fortunate and are just trying to get by, and you're just trying there to help and make their day a little bit better, even if it's just, you know, sitting down, have a cup of tea with them or something like that.